So moving forward again, after immediately after 1934, the IRC, we are again having Indian Motor Vehicle Act. So this was brought into effect by Government of India to regulate the road traffic in for traffic laws, then ordinance and regulations. So whatever the traffic that is plying on road has to be regulated properly in case of safety, in case of efficiency, and in case of laws. The three phases primarily covering are in this particular Indian Vehicle Act, that is control of driver. So who can actually apply or run his vehicle on road? So that is a train driver. So that particular train driver has to have license. So that is nothing but control of driver. Then we are having vehicle ownership registration certificate. What are the RC book we are getting from RTO? That is nothing but your vehicle ownership certificate. Then again, we are having vehicle operation in traffic stream, that is insurance, and we are having again POC. So these are the three phases which primarily are covered in case of my Indian Vehicle Act of 1939. So moving forward, after 1939, we entered actually according to Jaigar Committee, we have entered into your first road development plan. So we had to actually plan how much the road length or how much the road density was supposed to be implemented in India for proper connection of roads. So these are a variety of important features which we are going to discuss now. The first feature, the total road length of about 5,32,700 kilometers with road density of 16-kilometer road length per 100 kilometer square area would be available by 1963. So this was their target. The target in terms of length was 5,32,700 kilometers. And in terms of density, it was 16 kilometer of road length per 100 square 100 kilometer of area. So whenever I am going for a particular area, then I'll be considering a grid of 100 kilometer square area. In that particular 100 kilometer square of area, I should be I was supposed to develop 16 kilometer of road length. That too before 1963. Then all the roads were classified into five categories. So here a classification was again given. What are the roads we are having in India? So classification was given according to this Nagpur Road Development Plan. So the first road that was identified was National Highway. Then after that, State Highway. Then we are having again two district roads actually we are having. One is your major district road. Second is your other district road, and fifth one is my village road. So this is a classification that is being given by my first 20-year road development plan. Then recommended the construction of star and grid pattern of road throughout the country. So as we all know, there are variety of road patterns which we are again going to discuss further. So this particular road development plan, they have recommended star and grid pattern throughout the country. So these are very easy patterns actually, star and grid patterns. Then after that, they have recommended development allowance of 15%. So whatever the budget Indian government is having, so in that particular budget, 15% of the share was to be given for road development. So they have recommended 15% of development allowance. Then after that, you can see in this particular diagram, I have drawn 100 kilometer square of square grid. So in this particular 100 kilometer square grid, you can easily see the destination of A and B is of 16 kilometers. Do not go with the scale. That is just for for understanding purpose. I have drawn this. So this particular green line shows your road. It is of 16 kilometers. So you can see in this particular 100 kilometer square grid of square grid, you can see 16 kilometer of road. Moving forward, they have given some formulas again for calculation of road, considering geographical then agriculture and population conditions. They have given number of formulas for the classification they have done of national highways, state highways, then MDR, ODR, and village roads. So they have given formulas for calculating the road lengths. So we can see your national highways or provincial roads. At that particular time, there were provinces, there were no states. Actually, there were some states, but there were provinces. So we call those state highways as provincial roads. And MDR. So that was given by this particular formula: A divided by 5, B divided by 20 plus N plus 5T plus D minus R. So what actually A is? A is nothing but agriculture area of provincial states in square miles. But whenever there will be a question in Pune University exam, question paper, so they'll not be giving you square miles, but they'll be giving you square kilometers. B is nothing but again your non-agriculture area, that is in again square miles, but the question will be in square kilometers. Then N is nothing but number of towns and villages having population which is ranging between 2000 and 500. Then T is nothing but again number of towns and villages having population over 5,000. Then again we are having an allowance for agriculture and industrial development. That is after that we are again having railway mileage, that is length in the area under consideration. So you can see mention this point again. This particular railway mileage or railway network, okay, rail length actually we say, that is particularly considered in that is only considered in Nagpur road development plan. So what are the further road development plans? There we are not having railway length. So that was regarding my calculation of road lengths for national highways, state highways, and MDR. So again, we are supposed to deal with the road lengths of ODR and village roads. Again, the formula that is prescribed, that is V divided by 5 plus Q by 2 plus R plus 2S plus D. So what Q is? Q is nothing but number of villages with population, again ranging between 501 to 1000. Then R is nothing but number of villages with population 1001 to 2000. Then S is nothing but number of villages with population 2001 and 5000. D is nothing but again an allowance for agriculture and industrial development during next 20 years. So you can see these are variety of formulas, again given by my Nagpur road plan. So from these particular formulas, I am having a data according to census. And again, for that particular, what are the grid that has been provided or whatever the area that has been provided, I can easily calculate, the length of national highway, state highway, MDR, or my ODR and village roads by using this formulas. So moving forward, immediately after after Nagpur road plan, in between there was Central Road Research Institute, which was again formed in 1950. The headquarters being located at Delhi. The institute was established as a laboratory of Council of Scientists and Industrial Research. So it is nothing but a laboratory which is actually contributing to research in case of my roads. It is, research and development unit which develops technology related to road construction, safety, and durable roads. So, what are the whatever the modern trends we are having, or whatever the materials we are supposed to go for, or whatever the techniques we are supposed to go for, so they are all being done at this particular research and development unit. It also does research and development in field of road transportation, highway traffic management, then transport planning, and all related services like bridges and underpasses. So along with the technology of construction, along with the materials, again, there are some vital aspects which one needs to consider in case of roads. So that is nothing but my traffic management systems, then transport planning, then what my road transport should be. So these are again variety of aspects which come along with my roads. So they are also need to be seen. So the research and development in these particular areas will be again done at this particular lab. Its research and development are important to build a durable, effective road network throughout the country, as well as roads like blood vessels in country. As we all know, any road network inside any country is like blood vessels. It is actually a backbone of that particular country. So a lot of emphasis has been given in case of my development of roads, and affects scope, economic as well as technological progress of nation. So ultimately, when you see whatever I have said, backbone of country, that simply means what are the good network we are having in case of roads, that will actually contribute to my social development, then my economic development, then my cultural development and educational development. So all the aspects which are we are covering, okay, all the spheres which we are covering, so that will be only get developed if we have proper road network. Then CRRI also conducts training and development programs which are developed for various types of professionals. More than 25,000 highway engineers who have who are in service have been trained by CRRI till now. So you can see the eminent persons, or what are the persons who are actually dealing with construction of roads. They'll be always trained in CRRI.